Hello. It's a Monday afternoon after work. Working on Bertha today, trying to figure out what's going on with the lights flashing. So, checking grounds, see if that was the problem. I'm going the same road that Terry and Zig suggested. It's a ground. Has to be a ground. Has to be something grounding out. And so we're going through that process right now. I actually checked all the grounds in the firewall area, right along the radiator support, all the plugs that go into the lights, the harnesses, everything checked out fine. And I was still getting a flashing light. So I replaced the actual main ground terminal lead that comes off the battery and goes down to the block. And took that out. And you can see this was an issue because this was loose. It's all hogged out. And it's a thin gauge wire. So what I did is I went out and I got a thicker gauge wire. And I'm actually going to save this for supplemental ground. And I put it in, installed it. And on this new ground wire, here, they give you a supplemental little side ground right off here. So I ground that to the firewall, and that's all tight now. It's a thicker gauge. And turned on the lights. Turned on the directional lights are still flashing. So I went over to this part of the firewall and I checked to see if my ground strap was broken. That's still intact. So then I started taking apart the inside of the instrument cluster there, the dash. As you can see, maybe not, but everything's taken out. You can see the bezels are out. So I had that cluster out, and sure as the day is long, it's what I thought it would be, and it was. Essentially, it was the printed circuit delaminated right where the harness plugs in. Kind of what this one is doing, same exact thing. That's why I replaced the other one. It delaminated, and then these two contacts were touching. One of them is the directional, the other one is the high beam indicator. So what was happening was, since they were touching, as soon as I put power to the directional, it was back feeding through the high beam indicator and pulsing the lights, and that was it. So I fixed it. I taped it up and isolated them and taped it up some more, and it seems to be working now. I mean, we have directionals. Now we're working on, now we're working on, we're working on trying to get the windshield washer motor to operate. I got a little bit of wire and that was not right. Maybe that's the reason why it didn't work. But it did work initially, so I don't understand what was going on. But since I got the cluster out and I got actually access into the dash, I'm just going to clean up the wiring a little bit. I got to back the car out, and we're going to see. I keep losing footage on my SD cards because I figured it out. Is I don't allow the camera to shut down and allow the video to save to the SD card. So with the power on, I just pop the card, and then the camera says saving to memory, and it's very limited on this camera, and it does, it wipes out whatever footage I had. So we're gonna go check, turn the key on. We're gonna see if the lights flash now that I got this all set up with the printed circuit fixed. And no lights are flashing, and the directional is working. So that was it. It was the printed circuit. So now we're going to start working on that windshield washer motor and try to clean up that wiring and see what the hell's going on there. I got to back the car out so I can open the door fully. And I'm scratching my back on the doorway here. And we're going to pull the car out. And I'll bring you back when I have some more to show. And note to self, do not pull the card out until the camera has shut down completely. Alright, I need a new windshield washer motor. I got power to it, it's not working. I tried multiple things, thought the ground strap was broken, it's not. I broke a few the little tiny 1/4-inch thread bolts that are holding on to the firewall plate. I broke a couple of those, I had to get them out. I'm just gonna go order a new motor and get it over with and be done with. Got a header leak now, you can hear that pop, 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 so I gotta do that. And that's about it. So at least the headlights aren't flashing. We'll get this sticking now. Gotta get the windshield wipers to work, but oh well, such is life. This is Mark from the second gen. We're flashing all in the right spots now. You all be safe. Thanks for watching, commenting, subscribing. Have a nice week. Peace.